Hey guys, good morning, or whatever part of the world you're in where you may be watching this. I am in the middle of my morning run. I love to procrastinate on these runs by making a video so I can catch my breath. But topic that I'm thinking about today is the idea of coming out of a winter in your life. So, regardless of who you are and what you do for a living, how old you are, we all get hit with different things in life that can really blindside us and that can really set us back. And these winters, it's like a seasonal thing. Everybody goes through them. Everybody has really difficult times in life, whether it is a financial thing, a relationship thing, a health scare, whatever it happens to be. This stuff is inevitable, and we can all kind of, in a weird way, take comfort in the fact that everybody else is going through it too. No matter how put together some people may seem, no matter what image they project, I'm super aware of the fact that I generally tend to promote a very positive and just an image of doing well and life is going well, and that is generally the case. But just like anybody else, I've got my own struggles that I go through as well, and things that I have to work on. But what I was thinking about is, yes, everybody gets punched in the mouth from life. Everybody is going to get sucker punched when they least expect it. What differentiates people that are able to rise and continue moving forward versus people that get severely set back? And sometimes their progress gets derailed from this. And a lot of people can get set back, even 5-10 years from a tragic event that occurs. So how do you keep moving forward? A few things that I found kind of valuable for myself through little personal struggles that I've been through is, for one, accept that whatever is happening, you're a human being and you need time to go through pain, you need time to experience emotions, to go through difficulty, to grieve, whatever it happens to be anxious, to be worried. You're a human being. Don't judge yourself for that. And you also have to be very understanding of the fact that, you need to talk to yourself positively. Imagine that you are, Jordan Peterson makes this great analogy where he says, treat yourself like somebody that you are tasked with helping. Imagine, there's somebody from another country and you're supposed to show them around and they're kind of your guest. And how would you treat them? What level of courtesy and respect would you give them? How much patience would you give them? Think about treating yourself in the same way. Once you become aware of your own self-talk, the inner dialogue or monologue, I suppose, that occurs throughout our heads every single day, it's kind of shocking sometimes. Once I started to take notice of this, I realized how critical I was of myself, how impatient I would be with myself, how I always wanted to already be better than I was. I didn't want to be patient with myself. I didn't want to help myself through things. I just expected, damn man, just step it up, just be better already, Come on, just be better. Imagine a parent doing that, just telling their kid, hey, you suck at this and that, and you just need to be better, okay? Just step it up one day, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and just be better. In what universe would that ever be good parenting? In what world would that ever be a good idea? So, once I became aware of that, especially in difficult times, I started to realize I really needed to talk to myself differently, especially when I'm going through tough times. Man, this is always the best when you're walking with your phone extended out in front of you in traffic. It's good to do uncomfortable things, guys. So I learned to monitor my own self-talk, and I actually learned to talk to myself, which is weird, but I actually started, when I would experience emotional difficulties or any sort of difficulty in my life, I would have little things that I would say to myself, and I would talk to myself. When I'm in the car, I would just kind of have a conversation with myself and ask me, what am I going through? What am I planning to do about it? Is that really the best course of action? And I would kind of talk to myself as if I was a coach or a parent or just someone who cared about me. And that actually really helped me to make more logical decisions about what I needed to do rather than decisions based on pain or difficulty or fear. Because you don't want to be reacting from an emotional place when you're going through difficult things. And the more logically you can think, usually it's nice when we have an outside voice, a close friend or family member that can tell us some of these things, but many times they don't understand the full circumstances of what you're dealing with, and you kind of have to be the person to tell you these things. The other thing that I found immensely helpful, besides self-talk, was setting personal development goals. So one thing I've said in the past is you never really know, when you achieve a goal, you don't really know where you'll stand from there, So let's say you set a goal to read 50 books a year, and by the end of those 50 books that year, where do you then stand? Where is your level of personal development? Where is your level of character? What actions have you implemented from the books that you've read that have changed your life? You really don't know where you stand at that point. So if you set personal development goals, you will change in many different ways. And that's something that I always count on. It's like, you know what? Instead of thinking that where I'm at right now is who I am and it's the pain that I'm going to experience for a long time, it's more like, all right, you know what? Let's move the ball forward. Let's push things forward and let's see where we stand then. And if we're still in a difficult situation, then maybe we can come to terms with it. But until we've taken certain actions, don't accept the situation that you're in. Don't accept that as the final verdict or as your fate, because there's always something you can do. So setting personal development goals, decide to start reading a little bit, and start small with this stuff, guys. Don't say I'm gonna read a book a week every single week this year, and you got work and you got to travel and you're busy and you have all these different things to do. Good luck reading the book a year. Just start small. I'm gonna read 3 pages every morning. I'm gonna get out of bed, make a cup of coffee, read 3 pages. It's not gonna upset my whole daily routine. I don't have to upend my life over this, but I'm just gonna read a little bit. Or you could set a physical goal. So reading's one, exercise is another great one. You wanna feel better about yourself, you wanna have more energy, feel more positive, more dopamine, just more happiness throughout the day. Well, get this machine, get this body moving. There's so many things that will happen. Let me try not to get hit here. There's so many things that will happen for you mentally and physically and even emotionally when you begin exercising. Just psychiatrically or psychologically, it does incredible things for your brain and your emotional health. So that's one of the many reasons why I'm a huge proponent of exercise. Just getting your body moving, sweating, lifting heavy things is going to do a lot of things for your brain. Beyond that, you can even think about your social life and your social relationships. Because humans are social creatures, and as part of our overall mental and physical and emotional health, we need to be spending time with other people. So I set goals in all those areas to kind of help myself through these winters that we go through. Because what's the alternative? Well, the alternative is that you sit on the couch and dwell and sleep in and, moan and groan about things and become a weight on other people's lives through your complaining. Nobody likes that alternative. That's not a very good alternative. So at some point you have to come to terms with the fact, hey, nobody's gonna do this for me. Nobody's gonna come save me. Nobody's coming to the rescue. There is no knight in shining armor that's gonna fix everything for you. If there was, that would make me the damsel in distress, which is kind of weird. But nobody's gonna fix these problems for you. As weird as it might sound, you're kind of you're kind of, it's kind of up to yourself. You're kind of on your own with this kind of stuff. You know, people care, and people care for a while, but after a while, it's you. And you have to do these things for yourself. You have to make sure you're exercising. You have to make sure you're taking care of yourself. You have to make sure you're taking care of your mind and your heart and your finances and all these things. So at some point, it's on you to take care of this stuff. And that's a reality that we all have to come to terms with as well. Not blaming people, not pointing fingers, not hoping and thinking, well, this person owes it to me to do this and to do that. Nobody really owes it to you to do anything. You know, once you're out of the house and once you've been parented, you kind of got to do your own thing. So set personal development goals and put it on yourself to do things, but don't get crazy with it. Don't gym 6 times a week, read a book a week, you know, just all kinds of stuff. Just be smart about it and start small. Start small and manageable, because literally simply getting the ball rolling will move you in the right direction. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is get the ball rolling. Read a little bit, call up a friend, go exercise, find the time to do these things, prepare yourself for the next day, set some goals for the next day. Just get the ball rolling. Once the ball is rolling and you've got goals and habits that are so easy and so simple that you can't possibly fail at them. Like imagine saying, okay, look, I absolutely suck at reading and I hate it, so I am going to read 5 sentences as soon as I wake up. You will then have the ball rolling and you will be immensely better off than just saying, oh, I'm gonna read a book a week, and you end up reading half of a book in 1 year. Because once you get the ball rolling, you build momentum and things get easier. So overall message, if you've made it this far into the video, pick a few things in personal development, whether it's reading, whether it's exercise, whether it is in your social life, or even if it's in your finances, that you can begin improving, and keep it so simple, keep it so small that you can't possibly fail. And the second thing is, start coaching yourself. Start talking to yourself positively. You know, start the day off thinking, we can do this. If you get up late and you feel like you're already behind the 8 ball, don't say, God damn it, I'm so lazy. Man, I always do this to myself. Why do I always do this to myself? Why can't I just have more discipline to do, you know, to get up on time, to follow a diet? Look at this person, or look at that person on Instagram, or this person who's successful, blah, blah, blah. Look at them crushing it. Why can't I do that? Do not talk to yourself like that. Coach yourself through it. Say, okay, I'm human. I understand. I've been going through a lot. That's all right. We still got some time in the day. So what are a few things I can do today that would still make today a step in the right direction, rather than just saying screw it and giving up on today? You know, we can still end the day knowing that we put our best foot forward. And then how can I improve for tomorrow to put me in a better position? You know, what goals can I set for tomorrow? What time can I maybe go to bed tonight so I can get up on time tomorrow and I can keep things moving in the right direction? Don't always live for today. That is such a huge thing. You know, when you just live for today, you're never prepared for tomorrow. You never have enough for tomorrow. There was this African saying in the book Things Fall Apart, where there's this man who worked pretty hard, but he squandered his wealth. And he said that whenever he sees a dead body, he saw the foolishness of not eating all one could while they were alive. And when I think about that, you know, and he was sort of used as like a symbol of irresponsibility. But when I think about that, I'm like, man, a lot of people have that. They're like, live for today, YOLO, you know, tomorrow's not promised, stuff like that. Well, if you want to live like tomorrow's not promised, why would you ever prepare for anything? Why would you ever set yourself up for long-term success and long-term goals? So, all right, I see we're coming up on 15 minutes here. IGTV is going to cut me off real quick. So comment below, what is one thing that you want to begin working on and improving? You don't have to, but you know, it sometimes inspires and helps others when you show what you're working on. So I will see you guys later. Hope this provided a step in the right direction for some of you who needed it. Peace out, guys.